Back in 15th and 16th centuries, French, Dutch and British came to India for trade. British, with their tactical approach, started taking over the country in small segments and established their own cantonments. Aligned with weak kings or maharajas, British provided support for occupying other kingdoms. Slowly, the traders became traitors and started to take over the country. British used to collect tax from each king and in turn promise protection from their enemies. The farmers used to pay taxes to the king, and the king in turn used to pay taxes to British after retaining some percentage of the money. The British, also known as East India Company, employed Indian people in their army. Their philosophy was to divide and rule. Very soon they became powerful and took over the entire country and started harassing the Bharat Mata. Mother India was robbed, tortured and cheated. When Bharat Mata was looking for some hope to get out of British shackles, a voice, a frustration came out from an Indian soldier who was working for British, Mangal Pandey. The rebellion was a result of decades of ethnic and cultural differences between Indian soldiers and the British officers, thereby starting the first revolt, the revolt of 1857, also known as Sipahi Mutiny of 1857. Many of the Indian kings revolted against British. One of the notable Indian women warriors was the Queen, Jhansi Lakshmi Bai. Dressed like a man and carrying a baby on her back, she sacrificed her life for the freedom of India.
I will defend Jhansi. British go back. We want freedom.
The British crushed the revolt. There was a sudden silence for some time. After the initial revolt was crushed, one of the leaders who stayed in forests and stood for the country and went to the British is Alluri Sitaramaraju.
Why should we pay tax to British? You Britishers cannot stop me from protecting my people. This air, land, and sky is ours.
During the 19th century, a group of educated youth returned from London, England. One of them was Bal Gangadhar Tilak, who stood like a tiger and said,
"Freedom is my birthright, and I shall have it. British quit India."
Then another leader walked in.
I do not know whether I shall remain, but you should never worry. My spirit of greed will go on exhorting you to make more sacrifices for the liberty.
Lala Lajpati Rai, believed in spreading and organizing propaganda in foreign countries to explain Indian non-violent approach. He was the founder of Indian Home League Society of America. Lal Bahadur Shastri, another strong player and a great follower of Mahatma Gandhi, was mostly jailed by British because of his following in the masses.
We need complete freedom. Purna Swaraj from the British.
Subhash Chandra Bose worked on the Hindu-Muslim unity, created a group called Azad Hind Force to fight against British. He also served as a member of Congress.
I want unconditional complete freedom!
Bhagat Singh, at the age of 23, if anyone was smiling while being hanged by British, it was Bhagat Singh. He sacrificed his life for the freedom with a smile.
My only mission is to get independence from Mother India.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel followed such. He was a strong leader recognized by Gandhi, called him Sardar, the leader. He became famous as the Iron Man of India. Women's participation in India began as early as 1817 through independence movement. As a wife, mother, Kasturba Gandhi played an important role in the freedom struggle. She walked in the path that Bapu laid for her.
And you'll always be walking the footsteps of Mahatma. British quit India.
Sarojini Naidu, a strong woman in the Indian National Congress, used to be the editor and writer for the organization, followed Gandhi's principles preached by her mentor Gopala Krishna Gokhale.
Hey woman, come forward and fight for independence.
Jawaharlal Nehru, sister Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, inspired by Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi and impressed by Sarojini Naidu, entered the non-cooperation movement. She was present in San Francisco when the UN first met there.
British delegates to defend the rule in India. I request leaders of the world to help India attain freedom.
Stuttgart, in Germany, in 1907. An Indian lady in a colorful sari was a rare phenomena in those days. And her majestic appearance and brave and clear words made everybody think that she was a Maharani or at least a princess from a native state, Madam Kama.
This flag is of Indian independence. Behold, it is born. It has been made sacred by the blood of young Indians who sacrificed their lives. I call upon you, gentlemen, to rise and salute this flag of Indian independence. In the name of this flag, I appeal to lovers of freedom all over the world to support this flag.
A man, a simple man, who had great success in attaining freedom for South Africa, came to India to liberate the country from British. Now I take privilege in talking about our father of the nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. He led peaceful, non-violent, non-cooperation movements against British. Salt marches, burning imported clothes, Quit India movement are a few among them. He organized strikes and marches as a part of non-cooperation movement. He invented a weapon, a non-violent weapon. Satyagraha, a peaceful protest against British. He led a simple life, well known as Bapu, father of nation. Worked and led many leaders with his ideologies, ultimately was instrumental in getting the freedom on August 15, 1947 at the expense of the partition of the country into India and Pakistan.
Long live United India. Solve the problems peacefully. Hindu, Muslim, bye.
The first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, took over after participating in the freedom struggle.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will wake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. Long live India!
India fought hard for independence in a non-violent ways. The Indian independence movement consisted of efforts by all Indians to obtain political independence from British. It involved a wide spectrum of Indian political organizations, philosophies, and rebellions between 1857 and August 15, 1947. In the last 60 years, India has been aggressive in developing nations, developed science, agriculture, rocket science, computers, technologies, etc. Made friendship with like-minded countries and exchanged relationship to become more diverse and strong. India is a nuclear country and has found a new friend in the United States of America to fight against terrorism across the world. Today, to expand the friendship and emphasize the need of relationships between two democratic countries, we inaugurate the India-America Friendship Bond.